January 2, 2014 and it's Wednesday 10 in the morning, and finally after a long Christmas vacation our group have decided to explore the town of Balingasag. Everyone is obviously excited to perform this trip, so come join us! Since no one of us were familiar with the place, we seated ourselves near the bus driver to make sure we won't get lost. We were charged 50 pesos per head for the bus fare. We enjoyed nice and interesting scenic views in different places. We passed by Bugo, Tagulwan, Villanueva, and Hasan before we finally arrived at the designated place. We arrived there at more or less 12 noon. Good thing it did not rain, so we are assured that we can explore the area comfortably. We rode a tricycle to take us to the town proper. All of us were already feeling hungry when we arrived, so the first thing we did after our arrival in Balingasag is to look for a nice place that serves good and affordable foods, so we could eat our lunch first before we get started with the project. The Bay Walk is one of the many things to see in Balingasag. It is one of the municipality's pride and it's where one could find some places to eat, although we did not enjoy because only a few places were open for business and those restaurants that operate do not serve a variety of good foods. Mostly they only serve one or two kinds of dishes, so sad to say, we did not enjoy our lunch very much because we have no choice but to take whatever is available. After we took our lunch, we strolled around more and this striking statue of a man holding a gun caught our attention. It is the Veterans Federation of the Philippines statue. It is in memory of the World War II veterans who fought for the freedom and democracy. For the Balingasagnons' point of view, this monument is protecting and watching over the Bay Walk visitors in Balingasag. Stop is the town's municipal hall, which is named People's Palace. People's Palace means a magnificent building. The edifice is pride of the Balingasagnons. The construction of the building started 2009 and it opened in May 2011. The two-story building is uniquely designed, forming a palatial shape painted with light yellow, making it very attractive and appealing to the eyes. It is comfortably made, spacious, and luxe with a large chandelier at the center of the lobby hall. The hallway is perfectly designed that you will be mesmerized with its beauty. This is the photo of the old municipal hall before it was reconstructed. The next one is the image of the new one, which is now called the People's Palace. Mayor Alexis Quina is the man behind the success of this building and said it is named as such to give the message of appeal and welcome to his constituents and remind them that the place is made to serve them. We are very thankful for great help extended to us by these two very nice and accommodating tourism people, namely Mr. Aljon Asinas and Madame Cecil A. Galdo, that they were able to assist us the best that they can despite their busy schedules. Our next destination is the St. Rita Parish Church, which is also one of the oldest and historical religious structures. These are the images of the old and the present building. The church is made up of sun-dried red bricks known as the landrillos by the people of Balingasag, as they were taught by a Jesuit priest who arrived in the place in 1874, namely Father Gregorio Parachi, who did a lot of the church and the people. With a blending of the old engineering and modern-day architectural structural designs, its result is a splendid and magnificent old and modern structure which today still proudly stands for over 120 years, if we would consider the day when it was first constructed in 1892. The church was designed by Señor Nicomedes Gonzalez, a Spanish architect from Misamis Occidental, with the help of the residents. The municipality's patron is Señor Santo Niño. Like Cebu City, the town's fiesta is celebrated annually on the third week of January. Balingasag is known to be famous of historical structures. Not far from the church, this striking, ancient structured house caught our attention. This is the house of Mr. Aphrodisio Quirkis and his younger sister Lux Quirkis. This house is built in the 1950s during the Liberation era. The place obviously went through a major renovation, which is obviously seen in its interior view and also the cemented area of the lower portion of the building. Before we could leave, Mr. Quirkis presented us his expertise in playing with the piano. We are very thankful for their kindness and hospitality. Another striking building that we noticed is the Biga House. It is the most famous of all the ancestral houses in Balingasag. According to the locals, it was built around 200 years ago and made primarily of Mulabi tree. The design of the house is common of the 18th and 19th century houses. It was owned by the late Maria Clara Vega Jimenez. She is the mother of Leti Jimenez Magzano, the Philippine Daily Inquirer editor, and the late Lourdes Jimenez Carvajal, better known as Inday Badiday. One thing that makes this unique and notable are the sculpted wooden men in the four outside corners of the house, which looks like they are carrying the second floor.
I thought the gentleman.